Thank you. And dear guests, happy to be here. Very good to see a well-organized forum taking place on an important subject. Bobby Kennedy once said that GDP measured everything except anything that makes life worthwhile. Very big words, and obviously not entirely true. Not least during times of severe economic distress and uncertainty, like those brought on by the pandemic, it was for us highly valuable during that time to receive timely information on how economic activity was developing, what's happening with jobs, people's income, such things. However, it is also true that what is not measured by GDP is just as important and often more important. And that's one of the main reasons why we are all here today. As we know, GDP does not tell us anything about the distribution of income. Therefore, it does not give us any information on the number of households living in poverty. It does not tell us, is completely silent on vital issues such as life expectancy, health status, environmental outcomes, or gender equality. To some extent, all these aspects, whether economic, social, health, and even environmental, move together. The past 50 years have not only been characterized by rapid economic growth, but also an unprecedented reduction in poverty and child mortality and broadly better health outcomes. So the indicators, they do, like I said, often move together. In Iceland, the importance for economic policy to look beyond averages and take the broad view of looking at the well-being of individuals and families, well, for us, the importance is particularly clear. As a small economy in an interconnected world, Iceland is more prone to large economic fluctuations, more prone than many other countries. With a combination of universal health care, free education, and well-designed social benefits, we manage to minimize the discomfort to households from these fluctuations, thereby contributing to a high general standard of living. Together with a smart and sustainable exploitation of our abundant natural resources, this results in very low poverty rates and very high life expectancy in Iceland. Another key element of Iceland's high and widespread economic prosperity is the role of gender equality in the labor market. In this regard, or childcare policies, for example, our parental leave system, which encourages both parents to play a significant parental role after the birth of a child. This aims at promoting women's labor force participation, which is exceptionally high in Iceland and has for many years been the highest in the world. The important point here is that policies ensuring women's rights and promoting their role in the labor market is not only a matter of social justice, it also just makes sense for a smart economic policy. The pandemic also highlighted the importance of applying a well-being approach to the economic policy. Economic activity in several sectors, particularly those that require close communications between people, was heavily affected both by the virus itself and the measures taken to limit its transmission. Under such circumstances, high income and perhaps particularly a low level of inequality provide extremely important buffers, as it allows us to take necessary measures to limit the spread of the virus and prevent overloading the healthcare system, thereby saving lives. With this in mind, well-being has become an integral part of the government's economic and social policy. We've selected 40 indicators to measure and keep track of the population's well-being. These are 40 indicators, along with data collection. We have a lot more robust data collection to facilitate this now. And we were very happy when we wanted to start this work that many of the indicators that we thought we needed, they were already being followed by Statistics Iceland. We just had not started using them for the purpose of following the well-being of people. So, to further facilitate strategic planning and prioritization of well-being, the government has defined 6 well-being priorities: mental health, secure housing, activity and work and study, carbon neutral future growth, in innovation, and better communication with the public. Together, these 6 priorities help us work towards common objectives as they guide the strategy planning for all policy areas, which are updated annually and presented in the government's 5-year fiscal policy plan. So, while GDP is an immensely important measure of the economy's heartbeat, it does provide limited information on how economic progress has been mirrored across different areas of people's lives. The Icelandic experience from looking beyond averages and taking a broader view on individuals' well-being holds at least 2 important lessons. First, it is important to define well-being indicators precisely and regularly monitor and gather information on the indicators. This both facilitates policymaking and makes it easier to follow the hopefully positive impact of our policy decisions. Second, providing clear well-being priorities has allowed us to incorporate the well-being measures as guidelines in all our policymaking, making them the principal focus of our fiscal plans. So I leave these 2 lessons with you here today and conclude on a similar note as I started. Even though it is difficult for the economists in my ministry sometimes to admit it, there is more to life than GDP.